ahead.
Ready.
Cool. Let me just pull up my thingamajig here. All right. So, hold on. Let me see if this music actually plays.
Lost in...
Anyone hear this?
We do.
Right. So, it is year 83. It is a time of tenuous peace between the North Alliance and the Dominion of Scion. The War of Solus didn't really end so much as it's been put on hold while either side is recouping in order to find better ways, more efficient ways to completely obliterate one another. Now, our story begins on one of these sides. And I'm just going to jump right on in.
Also, sorry, Sean, quickly, how much white noise is our mic picking up? Seems like it's not turning off for me.
A little bit.
Hold up. That might be why.
Yeah, I mean, you're more echoey than present.
I don't know. Let's see. This video. Maybe I just need to turn this up a little bit. Okay, hopefully that'll be better.
I would go like a little bit further up.
Dave's clearly much louder, so I can tell where the mic is angled.
No one can see this, right?
See what?
The board plays.
No.
Not yet.
Okay, gotcha. So the way I reveal this to everybody is, hold on. Do I actually have to reveal all these specifically each time?
There will be a ribbon that says players or party or something. You drag that player ribbon onto the map you want to show.
Where would that ribbon be?
Should be red.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I'll pull
What are you
up.
talking about?
Oh, I see.
I think this is intuitive enough of a thing to be able to find.
Gotcha. Okay.
Boom.
There you go.
There we go.
It's too
The
much!
apartment.
So, we open on the scene down on Earth, New Earth. We're in, well, Mexico isn't technically South America, but we're in Mexico, a place called Valaro. I'm going to type it out for you.
Ah, yes, Valero. I've been there.
Are you gonna go to Valero on vacation?
That's right, David Lynch. And this is a seed testing facility. It's not the HQ, but it is one of their satellite areas on New Earth. And for those of you who aren't brought up to date, SEED is a organization specifically based around the development of AMPS. It stands for the Science and Engineering of AMPS Division. And this is what is considered a small site for them, which gives you an idea of how much funding these guys have. But we don't really open our scene inside of this place specifically. We follow a road about a half a mile away from this area, sort of off the beaten path, but it's close enough to be considered part of the grounds. And we enter into a hangar and a workshop. And within are all manner of just doodads, to be scientific, amp parts, prefabricating machines, or the beginnings of them. And this is where we find our first person of interest tonight. Destiny, what are you up to?
Destiny bunnies. What am I up to? Let's see. Destiny. This workshop's pretty customized to Destiny's liking.
Yes, I also regret not. I hate the fact that there's just stairs instead of a ramp. But
Jesus.
I was considering
Fuck you, Destiny!
I was considering photoshopping that into a ramp, and I realized that's not how ramps work. That'd have to be way longer than that.
Well, no, why do you think
She
her
likes
arms
the
are so
challenge.
buff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Just-
slide.
Just the fucking the black smoke of the chair breaks as she's going down.
Yeah,
I didn't even really try.
but I dare you to find something like that on.
Mhm.
Yeah, good
anywhere
luck.
on the internet.
Oh, we all understand. But honestly, it's futuristic. It could be a little lift elevator off to the side that we don't see.
Yeah, it's this place is futuristic enough, but it's also got a bit of elbow grease in it. It's kind of its own homely sort of thing. It's a home away from home for Destiny, who is the sole proprietor of this small sort of workshop that's slightly connected to the rest of Valero facilities, but she's sort of carved out her own space for herself here. And I imagine she's probably working on something at some point in here.
Yeah, she's at one of her expansive work desks, probably tinkering on some sort of like weaponry that was commissioned at some point, idly.
Well, she'll hear the sort of jets of some kind of lander outside, and
Sorry. Hold on, I should be an audio producer. Who is using their laptop mouse to click things? Because we hear every single time.
Oh my lord, that's picking up. Jesus. Okay.
I don't know what's up with our bike today, but it was picking everything up.
Usually that's quiet enough. That's why I don't use my mouse.
You said you have a fan going in the background?
Oh, yeah.
It's probably picking up more because of that, because it's just doing everything now.
yeah, it's probably canceling the fan. Then goes, oh, you want to hear all that? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That's valid. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's too hot here to turn off the fan, so.
That's alright, you can just, I don't know. Use
I just-
tablet or something.
Yeah, I just plugged my tablet in because there's no. If it's that fucking loud, then there's no way. That's the quiet option. So
Yeah.
we'll get that out of the way early.
So
Jets.
yeah, you can place yourself on here if you want to somewhere.
Of course I do want that.
And
It's so small.
Right on the stairs. As she uses them every day.
Her favorite place to be.
maybe she has a mag lift thing that her chair attaches to the edges of that, and then it just lifts her up.
Absolutely. This place is kitted out for her ease and comfort. She moves around here pretty freely.
In fact, I could see that being a future thing where somebody develops something that, like guardrails are standardized for something like that, where it's like you could magnetize to the edge of them and not have
Cool,
to worry
progressive
about
future.
making that. Yeah, New Earth's not all bad. So she would know this sound as being the transport that Marla would be coming in on, and without knocking, Marla Robertson would just enter through the door up top, just let herself in, kind of look around for a minute, and make her way down the stairs, eventually finding Destiny at the usual spot, or by tinkering on something that's, sort of, I wouldn't say out of Marla's playing field, but she's more of an administrative kind of person than she is get your hands dirty with this kind of stuff. So she would approach, and she'd just pipe up and say, "So what are you working on today?"
Destiny's got a big old set of goggles strapped around her head, and she'll kind of tip them up with that sort of notable like smudge and grease lines you get on your face when you've just been buried in your work. And she'll say, Marla, didn't even hear you come in.
I'm practicing my stealth. I'm not really going to use it for anything, but I figure I can try it on you.
We'll call it a mission success. As far as this goes, this is just a gun. Thought that was apparent.
She'll kind of sway back and forth, looking around at the machinery that she's seen, at least once a month when she comes and visits you. Then she'll just take a seat on one of these, I don't know, let's call them exhausts. And she'll say, "So, I managed to get that proposal onto Chief Director Renard's desk yesterday.
No shit.
And when I checked his office later on, I saw it in the waste bin."
Yeah. I told you. It's because it doesn't have a gun.
Yeah. Look, Dest, we've gone over this again and again, and we're just hitting a wall with these guys. They're not going to listen, even if we did slap a 300 millimeter self-reloading, self-actualizing cannon on the front of it.
And let's be honest, it would be a pea shooter compared to those big mechanics.
Oh
I
yeah,
understand.
they already have your number. It doesn't matter what you come to them with. They're just going to put you in a specific spot because they know exactly what you're trying to get to.
I know. But I appreciate you for trying. It's the least I could do.
Yeah, I just feel like this avenue isn't working, but and she's going to pause and kind of look around, almost wanting you to ask her further, as though this is like her only chance to like converse with somebody that isn't, wanting her to sign something.
Destiny will kind of regard this and say, there's more you're not telling me, mate.
She'll cross her arms and lean up against one of the panels. "Well, I did hear something through the grapevine about an operation that Seed's conducting, or they're already conducting. And the point is, with most of Seed's in-house focusing on the new RAM variants, they're optioning freelancers and other types of people to do some recovery and experimentation off the books for a substantial amount of credits, no less.
All right.
And field work, that's going into old battle sites and stuff like that to recover Scion parts and weaponry and, maybe even more than that.
Destiny is cleaning her hands with a rag, and she goes, "You don't really think it hit the pot?"
Oh, I don't think anyone's hit any kind of pot with anything. I just... Look. And she's going to look over her shoulder at the literally nobody there, but she still kind of seems worried about even speaking about this. It's not going to be, strictly speaking, safe, but I mean, it might be the best chance you have of getting out there, getting closer to some of that tech that, you could really use to punch up your pitch.
Man, you all right? Besides, taking Remora out could really show him what good, it could do. I know it doesn't have big flashy guns, I know it's small. But if they could just see, they haven't even given it the time of day. If it had the real tech. And yeah, I mean, if you, honestly, Marla, if you think this is the way, that I'm going to get it, if you think it's really out there, then I'm in.
She's going to stand up from this exhaust, and she's going to say, well, I'm glad to hear you say that, because I've already arranged for you to be on a team then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Presumptuous.
The other guy won't mind. He'll be reassigned, I'm sure. You are going to be operating under Sergeant Allison Hendricks. She'll be your team lead.
Do I know this person?
That I would say no.
All right. Destiny will lean back in her chair and kind of whistle and say, sounds important.
You could say that. She and the rest of your group are set to meet up on the Calypso colony in 3 weeks. And from there, you'll be briefed by Dr. Eli Shoemaker and Lieutenant Commander Nathaniel Lakes. And Lieutenant Commander Nathaniel Lakes, you do know who that is, and you know that guy, he finds screwing with like tech that is not New Earth made he has a reputation for just being a dick about it. He has no patience for it.
Great, we don't get along. Wow, Marla, this is a lot. 3 weeks. This should give me time to get Remora ship shape.
Are you sure you don't want to put any guns on that thing? I know that they want you to put, 150 millimeters on it and, plaster it in missile launching tubes, but...
The space that the amp saves from the gun that wouldn't do anything when it's a quarter the size of a regular amp. I can carry munitions. I can carry people. It's so much faster. And if you put a big gun on it, you lose the entire point.
I'm just saying for some self-defense... Whatever. Listen.
I got the shields!
Yes, you got the shields after I convinced you for about a month to put them on there. Because you said it would be more aerodynamic, quote unquote, even though you're in space. I don't know what that argument was about.
Thank you, Marla. Sincerely. This is the biggest opportunity I've ever had. I gotta make sure... Can you make sure that the care package makes it to me dad? At least?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll take good care of him. I'll visit him every now and then if you want me to.
That'd be great. Just keep an eye on him.
Sure
it's hard when I'm all the way up here.
Yeah, I don't imagine you guys are going to be on New Earth itself very much with this kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well, I got a lot of work to do, so...
yeah, I probably should get back. I'm guessing papers are probably piling up at this point.
She'll kind of chuckle, and she'll put out a hand and kind of put it on Marla's, just signifying her gratitude again.
She'll smile softly, and then she'll dust herself off, get her uniform looking nice and shipshape. And she'll take one last glance around and start walking, and she'll turn on a heel and then go, one more thing. You're going to have other people with you that they're colorful sorts of personalities.
Marla, this is an off-the-books op. You think I'm not aware? You worry too much.
Yeah, you've never met some of these. I'll send you their files on your way over. Okay. You have a good one.
Take care, Marla.
And then she'll walk up the steps, each step, just to really hammer home that she has working legs.
Yeah, she really just...
Wow, what the fuck, Mar?
So
really
good.
insensitive.
She does like a hamstring stretch.
Oh,
She comes
All
back
right.
down and walks back up again.
Sorry, I
Pounding her-
forgot something.
Pounding
Does
her
that work
chest
out?
for some reason.
Does
Oh,
that
man,
work
you know,
out where you walked up and
Oh,
down?
sorry, my legs are so sore.
I went to the beach yesterday. I got to feel the sand on my
Oh my
toes.
God.
That was really great.
All right. And okay, so this is technically a flashback because what we're going to do is we're going to jump ahead in time to when folks are arriving
3 weeks.
at Calypso Colony, which is where you guys were all set to meet. Let's see. Who do we got next? We got. Yes. This one would be good. So, Calypso is it's a mid-sized colony. It's not really it's not like a military facility necessarily. It's a somewhat away from Earth, but it's close enough that you could potentially just get a shuttle and go down to it again if you were really needing to. It does have a minor military presence due to all of the movement and whatnot. Everyone just sort of ramping up for what's going to be going on, or what's going to be potentially going down later on. And so, well, let's see, hold on. That's good. So we open on a hangar, and the hangar doors open up, and a single prison shuttle is going to move in and begin landing. Its landing gear extending, and it's going to park there, and mist and smoke and stuff's going to just burst from it. And if I can figure out how to switch a layer for an object, there we
Right
go.
click.
Nice.
Got it. And out of it, we're going to see one elite NEF guard just make his way out. And then we're going to see another one come out, and he has a
Minga.
distinctly bloody nose.
Oh.
Sorry, wait, did someone say something?
No.
Just exclaiming at the second prison shuttle with the bloody nose guy.
And after that, we're going to see an individual known only as Thoreau fall out at gunpoint onto the landing deck. And where's your icon, Kane? There it is.
I will drag him on.
Oh, you can drag him. Okay.
And just to color it, as Thoreau leaves the stalking bay, the camera will follow them up, and at the top of their head, kind of painting this chrome exterior of their skull, is just a streak of red blood, still fresh.
Yeah, the guy with the bloody nose looks. His finger is much closer to the trigger than the other guy, even though these guys are supposed to be elite and have trigger discipline on that kind of thing. His finger's not quite flush with the trigger on the gun as he calls to you, "Get moving."
And they will just kind of keep their eyes level and then look forward and start following the group.
Further out down the hangar bay, there was just a dude with crossed arms leaning against the back wall. This fella here. And he's going to step up and meet with you and the two guards flanking either side of you. And he's going to put his hands out for you, but I don't know if if Kane, if you think your character would have cuffed hands behind his back at this point, or if they had uncuffed him by now, I don't know. I feel like after his stunt, they probably would have
Yeah.
kept him cuffed.
I think they would have maybe they trusted them at first, but now they are clearly manacled in a way, maybe even twice so.
So this unhelmeted fellow is going to put his hand out and go, "Oh, sorry." Yeah, right. The cuffs and all that. Your name is Thoreau, was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You got a last name or?
It just keeps their eyes forward. Nothing.
Okay. Nice. Well, my name is Master Sergeant Roland Steinrich. I'm going to be escorting you to the rest of your party. And, give you the whole welcome tour and whatnot. And, man, I gotta say, seeing a Malleot in the flesh, or whatever the hell you guys are, it's pretty impressive.
Malleot, yes. I will save us both some trouble and tell you that my identity is protected by the NEF High Command. I explained that to him. He did not listen. They will look at the soldier with the bloody nose.
He'll look over to him, and the soldier his eyes will just dart to the right, and then he'll look forward. And Steinrich will kind of nod for a moment. Okay. Doesn't matter. Since you're, not really a Malleot anymore now, are you? Well, I don't know what you are. You're just kind of wearing the skin of one, I guess, right? And he's going to get in a little too close.
They will tolerate it being the consummate professional and keep their eyes forward and say, if I were to meet a Malleot, they would end me quickly.
I mean, you heard him, boys. I guess we got nothing to worry about.
They are
That's
the only
fine.
ones that would want me dead more than you.
Yeah, I guess they would, huh? Almost makes me wonder what you're getting out of this deal.
Nothing. Just a still silence as they wait to be led.
They'll turn, and oh my god,
Well,
what am I hearing?
Okay,
taken off.
that's them turning their mic. You know when I say mute, you can use Discord mute, not have to click on your microphone and then incite this whole audio violence every time.
Yeah, I know. I was standing up to turn the fan off.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It could just be that. Yeah, it's probably just.
I think that was it. Just equalizing.
Yep, that's exactly it.
All right. So he's gonna turn. He's just gonna motion with a hand to follow. And look at the picture. This dude just has a helmet under one of his arms at this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, yeah, Thoreau would know that this dude looks like a NEF amp pilot, which, again, amp pilots are not, I wouldn't call them necessarily rare, but they're definitely not ubiquitous. They're not something that you just see, not everyone's just walking around as a pilot. It's amp pilots are still pretty specific in any kind of arm branch, but specificity kind of just falls away when you get into how big armies are, I guess. But yeah. And he'll just say, well, it's, I guess, in some way a pretty sweet deal for you, though. Gets you out of our hair, more or less, and you get some kind of freedom out of this, right?
They will nod and say, I was given two choices. Join you or meet my end. I found the second disagreeable.
Yeah, I would assume most people would. He's going to... at that, he's going to stop for a second, and he's going to turn. Why, yeah, I am. What gave it away?
Your arrogance.
Yeah. It's not unearned, though. I mean, I've got 23 confirmed kills. Amp kills. Those scion bastards.
What did you just say to me, you little shit?
You know.
I'm looking to make it 24. All right, Trudeau.
Yeah, they will just kind of accept those numbers as they continue onwards.
And he'll turn, feeling as though he put you in your place as you guys keep making your way. Hold on, let me actually give you some actual fucking visuals for this. As you guys keep making your way down, and he'll just say, "Yeah, and one of them was actually an ace. Can you believe that? A guild ace too."
What would I know about a person in that position?
You know that guild aces are some of the best amp pilots that live. They're just next to Scion amp pilots in terms of how adept they are. And for that dude to make this kind of assumption is, or claim rather, a little suspect.
Yeah, they will keep their head forward and just say, "You would not be here if that were true. May you never have the fortune of meeting one in combat."
He's going to turn one more time, and he's going to look you up and down. How tall is Thoreau, by the way?
5'2", not very tall.
Hell yeah.
I see. And he'll. This dude is easily 6 foot. He's going to look down at you. He's going to get, again, a little too close. And he's going to say, "You don't believe me, huh?" He always has this grin on his face, even if he's not actually grinning fully. It's just like it's almost like his teeth are just situated in a way that makes it look like he's grinning.
They will just look up and say, "Believe nothing you hear. Believe nothing you read. Confirm everything."
You. Oh, now I get it. That's why you're so small. And he will actually reach out to try to ruffle your hood, like it's your hair.
Perfect. They will try to duck out of the way of that.
He'll recoil his hand back and go, "Oh, sorry." Doesn't look like sorry.
Yeah.
So that explains it. You're not the what do you guys call it? The killer, the
Striker.
right striker. I knew it was something, strangler, whatever. You're the info guy, or girl, or I don't really know or care.
I'm the one who tells them where to hit. And they're just very pointedly looking at them.
I mean, it is a useful place for someone who's a desk jockey, but you need to actually get out there yourself to have the kind of guts to call me out on bullshitting you.
They will just nod and say, "By the end of this, I'll know everything about you. More than I wish I did."
There's a pause, not unlike that pause, as he, for the first time, looks a little unsettled by that. And the guards also, if they weren't just steely faced, they kind of look over at you.
Pray that I have the grace not to share it.
Yeah, right. Share it with who? You have no connections anymore. Come on, guys, let's move. I'm wasting time here.
Come on,
Perfect.
boys.
Yeah, they will follow.
He walks and there's a trail of piss coming down his legs too.
At this point,
Share with who? It's not like you know my dad, right? You don't know my dad, right? Like you don't have his number?
Is my dad safe?
one of the soldiers does that. Again, I think I've brought it up before, but there's a quick slip in Shaun of the Dead that he does when he slips on blood for a moment when he's getting like a beer out of a freezer at the beginning.
Yeah.
He does that for a second on the piss from the dude.
I'm sorry, what was his name real quick before I forget?
This dude's name is Master Sergeant Roland Steinrich. I can write it down.
Kate's writing it in his hit list.
What was this dude again? Where is he stationed?
Remind me of his badge number.
How many family members does he have living still?
Perfect.
All right. So he's going to navigate you through just the winding pathways and whatnot of this sort of underbelly of Calypso. And he's going to lead you out towards the... God, what do you even call it? It's...
Main thoroughfare?
Something... Yeah, I guess
Pavilion?
so. Yeah, that makes sense.
The promenade.
Promenade, that's it.
Yes. Main promenade, or at least one of them.
Beautiful.
And at this point, let's see. We are going to zoom in on that building there on the left. And we're going to join one Sergeant Allison Hendricks. As she makes her way through the baggage claim area of this spaceport. And she's heading, I would say, up to the receptionist people because, you know, it's you know, her stuff, you know, her effects are there waiting for her. Good.
Yeah.
It's you.
Okay.
What are you doing, hon?
I don't know.
Get your bag?
I'm just grabbing
You
my
have
stuff.
arrived. You've arrived on a Calypso colony. You're grabbing your stuff, but you haven't gotten it yet. In fact, you would need to convene with this fine lady right here in order to get your stuff. That's all you have to do.
Your sister,
Pretty
Jennifer.
And who is this person?
Oh, she's a receptionist.
Oh, okay. Allison's gonna go up to the front desk and say, "Hi, my name is Allison Hendricks. I am picking up a bag here today. Would you be able to help me at all?"
Oh, thank you so much for flying Lunar Line space flights. Your bags are a little bit behind. There was a bit of trouble behind the scenes stuff that I couldn't really handle. Stuff I don't have the power to change myself. It's gonna be about a 3-hour wait.
Oh, 3 hours. Oh, really?
Vermilion comes out going like, we've run into a bit of a case of losing all the bags.
Yes. This is what we in the flight industry called losing your bags.
Allison's gonna sort of tap her fingers on the desk and go, and why are they delayed by 3 hours?
You see, they thought that your flight was going to a connecting flight.
Mm-hmm.
They were heading back to Chicago. I just don't know what to tell you. It's you. Hey, you know what? The second they arrive, I will notify you or someone else here if I'm not here.
Okay, well, I actually have places to be right now. So that's very inconvenient for me.
Ma'am. There are other people waiting, and you see that there is a line starting to build up behind you. There's a what looks like an older woman, probably a grandma with 2 small children. She's wearing a umbrella hat, and there is also a poorly looking fellow further behind her, who looks like he's not wearing a shirt, but whatever.
Okay. I realize I can't make you physically bring them here because somebody has already made that mistake. Is there any way though you could deliver them to me, maybe,
Hi,
so
ma'am.
that
Is
I
there
don't
a
have to
problem
come?
here? What's going on?
Hi, I was just asking this nice young
Yeah,
lady here.
yeah,
My bags
yeah,
are delayed by 3 hours, but I'm not really able to stay
yeah.
in the airport for 3 hours. Is there
Okay,
any way you could deliver
yeah,
those to me?
ma'am. Thank you so much for flying on lunar lines. But as Christine has told you, there is no way for us to retrieve these bags. They are probably in flight right now.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you kind of lollygagged getting up to us, so yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
really? Because I was just told that it's actually on a different flight because they didn't realize which flight I was on, which I don't believe is my issue, but the flight issue.
Uh, um, Juliet, roll provoke.
Yeah.
Doing the principal
Oh,
scare. Well,
oh.
you see,
Oh
the thing.
my god.
One thing I should.
Okay, and let me go over to him.
Allison, pull out your bag.
The second character to piss themselves
It's
this
good.
episode.
All piss. Oh,
Damn.
the style. Nice.
He will. This guy will drum his fingers on the desk, looking at Christina, then looking back at you, and then looking at the
Allison gives a
line.
big smile.
Um, I listen. We might be able to cut it down to an hour, maybe, if we get someone over there right now. But we just this, we can't make them appear in front of us. Okay, it's just not possible. I mean, it's out of our hands, literally.
I understand that. I'm not asking for too much, I don't think, when what was your name?
Charles.
Charles. I don't think I'm asking for too much when I say that because this is an inconvenience for me and I do have places to be if you could deliver the bags to me when that happens so I don't have to wait in the airport for possibly 3 hours.
Ma'am, you are like everyone else here. You're just, I, you're.
I'm just what?
Everyone, there's other people here who need their bags as
Mhm.
well. I don't know why. I'm sorry, but I just can't. And then he's going to, I would say, leading off of that 3 over that you got him, he's going to look down at your fatigues, and he's going to say, "Uh, are are you in the force, ma'am?"
Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing. I'm actually a sergeant.
Oh, okay.
Which
Christina,
is why I can't stay in the airport for
Chris,
3 hours.
Christina. Nah, Christina's got to turn. Christina, get Hubert on it. Just get him down there. Just have him checked. Have him check the claims. Make sure that they got all of them. Yeah, just go. And Christina is going to rush off very quickly. Exit stage right. And Charles is going to be standing here. No problem. We'll get him to you as soon as we can. I'm sorry, sir, ma'am, whatever. Master, whatever. Sergeant, what? I don't know.
Mommy.
You can wait on the side over here, and they'll be right. It's not going to be an hour. It's we'll get them right to you. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, good. I'm glad we all got that figured out. I would hate to bring other people into this, because kind of out of my hands, when
Yeah.
I have to go.
Yeah. No, yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, no one else is
Just a
gonna
little
be here.
warning provoke.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Kill this man.
Oh lord, his scrotum is inside his body right now.
Let me give him another roll.
Okay.
You did a little better.
His eyeballs explode.
His teeth fall out.
Yeah. He's going to start to salute you for a second and stop, realizing how stupid that looks for a civilian to do to someone who isn't like he's not in the military, but he's going to stop midway. Yeah. Nope, no problem, ma'am. Completely understand. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll be sure to leave you a good review.
Yeah, that really helps us out. Next. And,
Yeah,
you can-
and as she's walking away, she pulls up the little whatever Yelp or whatever app.
yeah.
And she gives them a like a 4 each.
Wow. Out of 5.
Yeah.
Out of
Just
6.
because she got what she wanted, you know.
Yeah, perfect. All right.
She's gonna say Charles and what was the other woman's name? Christina. Christina were very helpful.
Perfect.
You are euthanized if you can't maintain a 3.5 or higher.
So yeah, you'll wait for a few minutes off to the side, and suddenly another clerk dude will run up, completely out of breath, carrying. What kind of bags would you have brought with you on this?
I think for the most part, she understands that she can't bring too much, but I do think she has like one big bag, like one heavy bag, and then one sort of like bigger pack that she can put on her back.
Okay, yeah, he'll be hoisting that out of breath, and he'll just set it down. Thank you, ma'am. I hear you are. You're welcome. Whatever. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed your flight. We'll through our lines.
Thank you very much, honey. Have a good day. She's gonna grab her stuff and just walk away.
All right. So, Allison, you know that you are supposed to meet near one of the NEF bases here. Specifically, you are supposed to go towards the docking bay and into a ship that is docked there at the NAF base. It's called Silent Hearth. I'll type it out for you. And so before we get there, I think we're going to check in with somebody else.
My dad.
Now my dad.
Shawnee, how you doing?
Not your dad. We open on a scene. An officer is standing at the edge of a fountain. And he's going to say, "Sir, please come out of the fountain. We've got enough complaints. You need to come out of there.
I'm
now.
not done yet.
You need to come out of there now.
I'm not
okay?
done in it. I had to cool off, and I said that, and they
No.
said I wasn't allowed in, but I needed to cool off, so what was I going to do?
It's a public fountain. I get
Yeah,
that.
so I'm in the public. I'm allowed to use it. That's in the dictionary.
The fountain is not
Look
public,
it up
sir.
sometime.
Sir, come out of the fountain now.
Okay.
And he's gonna start jogging over, and then he's gonna flop back in and splash. Do a big belly flop.
The officer here. I mean, honestly, the image is perfect. He has his hands on his hips. He's the guy to his left. The other guy is going to just look back at him quietly. And he's going to look down at Chapel. You done? And you're in there. You're gonna be making penny angels because of all the pennies people have thrown in the fountain.
Chapel, an incredibly beefy man of also very short height, probably about 5'5" on this man. Looks to be Siamese in origin, given the gas mask attached to his face, as well as the high-tech sneaking/flight suit he's adorning, and is just splashing water upon his fully clothed body, and says,
Hey, when are you on break? You should try this. You look hot. It's hot in here. They need to turn the AC on. Can you do something with that?
Everyone around in this area has, if they have not fled, they are terrified. Genuinely, like, just your appearance is very, I would say, this is you're almost a caricature of what they make Scion people look like these monsters. So they're pretty terrified of you, and the ones that are there are just kind of like, they're just waiting for this to be over. And the officer's going to call out, I can't change anything. Get him.
Then what power do you have, fascist? Can't even change the AC. Get away from me!
The other officer is going to come close and he's going to put his hands on you.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a physique to try to throw him away.
Alright.
I'm the one to start off with a negative modifier, of course.
Oh my god. Alright. This guy, what is his physique? Not very good.
Nope.
Thank you, God.
So he's going to grab onto your arm, and it's going to, like, slip off, I imagine. And he's just going to, like, reel back and sort of stumble for a moment. He's going to look to his officer. And the officer's going to come in, and he's going to try to apprehend you.
All right, I'm gonna take a different approach. He's just going to full on swing, like arm fully extended, swing around and try to like chop the guy in the face.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh Jesus shit! Come on! Oh, it's a great start.
0. Oh lordy!
Chapel's gonna get hit in the kidneys.
He's going to announce it by going palm strike.
God.
Which clearly telegraphs what's about to happen and eliminates any advantage he has in fighting.
Alright. Okay. He's going to attempt to dodge this. He will. That's going to like fly. It's going to... And some water's going to fly on some lady that flew off of your arm. So nearby, actually, to this, Manny...
Ooh.
You can hear some commotion going down. And you can drag yourself onto this bridge thing here.
I'm in the middle of fighting Scorpion and Sub-Zero, I see.
I was going to say, I think this is where Star-Lord stole that thing in the first movie.
Yeah, so you can hear some commotion coming from further down the left there. One of these dudes is going to stop you. And the other guy is going to kind of stand behind you. The dude in front of you is going to say, hey man, I like your jacket. Pretty good. It's nice stuff. Where'd you get it?
It's going to kind of raise an eyebrow to the guy, and he's going to say, took it off somebody bigger than me.
I like that. I like that. You hear that? The other guy behind him's going to go, yeah, I hear it. Yeah, I heard about it. And he's going to say, well, what would that run you if you tried selling that thing on the market?
He's going to look down at it, and he's going to say, I don't know. Kind of worn in. Got my sweat stains on it. Maybe $1.60.
$1.60. Not bad. $1.60. That's not that much. Yeah, shut up, you idiot. He means like 160. Big ones, I imagine.
He's gonna look to the guy behind him. He's gonna say, "Yeah, it's a shorthand that you say. You make it sound like you get it."
Yeah, I get it. The guy in front of you. Hey, you know what? I'll buy it off you. You know what? I'll buy it off you for $2.60.
he's gonna sort of look at the guy and he's gonna say, "Why do you want my jacket so bad?"
Oh, I mean, look at me. I'm fashionable.
He's gonna say, "And you're gonna give a stranger $200 for his used leather jacket with bullet holes in it."
Roll notice.
Oh, I can fail that. This guy's gonna punch me in the eye.
He's gonna take your wallet, your lunch money.
He's burgling me.
So.
Oh, look at you, you're all wet now. Fuck you. Ah, get off of me.
Yeah, you still hear that going on.
That's still happening from time to time.
It does sound familiar.
Get off!
Actually, you know what? I've never done a GM roll. How do I do that?
/GM roll.
Oh, and then the skill number? Or
4DF plus modifier.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kane's got the right of it.
Gotcha.
In guild chat, how do I sit? And someone's like,
How do I
/sit.
sit? Okay. So Manny, I mean, it's the jig is up, out of character. What do you got on you that's loose? Any loose credits?
Yeah.
Which, yeah, by the way, they have credits in this universe. It's
I was gonna say you could have loose credits, or frankly, Manny's got a lot of weapons.
I was gonna say this dude's
uh,
gonna try to lift a pistol or something off of you, or
yeah, I mean, he could get a pistol, he could get a baton, he could get a knife. Like, dude's armed to the teeth.
Yeah, he is. I'll tell you right now, he's 2 over you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, sky's the limit. Dude's got everything from guns to knives to like I said, batons.
The guy in front, he's going to say, you know what? Listen, I forgot my checkbook at home. I gotta be honest. You know what? You stay right here. We'll be right back. We'll continue this transaction in a second.
Sure thing, bud.
And this dude's going to give you double finger guns. It's really weird. He kind of like walks around you as he does it. He's going to disappear with his buddy, who you didn't really see leave up until this point. He seemed to just kind of, after his dumb comment earlier about how much money $1.60 is, he just kind of fade away. And if you were to check yourself, yeah, you'd be missing a pistol, a holdout.
Ah, shit.
It's not your favorite, but you know, I'm sure you named it at one point.
My dad's pistol that he gave me before he died in the war. Can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
Son, if you're ever in danger, I want you to use this to shoot yourself.
If you ever lose this pistol, I hope someone kills you with it.
Of course, Papa.
Yeah, that's the whole flashback.
Yes. It was like earlier today.
I gave you this pistol. Hold on to it, or I hope they kill you with it.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to it.
Yeah,
the screaming is still, it's getting louder. In fact, you hear more.
There'll be a fucking moment. Manny will kind of tap his belt, kind of just like sort of self monologuing, like, "What was that about?" And he'll realize he's been pilfered, and he'll start jogging with a "Hey!" But when he hears the commotion from down below, he realizes he has to make a choice, and he will detour and go to where the actual action is.
All right. So you're going to appear. Hold on. Does this actually work? Let's find out if it actually works. I hope it works. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's better anyway. Whatever. So you're going to appear up on one of these ramps up here. Yeah. And you're going to see down below, there are now not 1, not 2, but 3 NEF officers trying to wrangle this very small scion man. And he is he's currently being dragged out of the fountain.
This is illegal!
I suppose we should establish between Declan and I. Do I know Chapel going into this? Have we met?
It's like what we were saying
was,
in the zero sesh.
All right. Let's just real quick jam. Where do we know each other from?
What did you used to do? I was part of a guild.
I was a bounty hunter. I mean, way back in the day, or a few years, whenever the fuck. I was a pilot, but after an injury, dropped out of that, and then have since been a bounty hunter.
I don't know. Maybe collaborated on some hit jobs.
Yeah, we took somebody down together.
Subcontracted you.
Sure.
I will say there was a time when there was a specific guild that was running amok. You guys probably took your different hands at dismantling.
Yeah.
Probably worked together on that kind of stuff.
All right. So seeing this, Manny will he'll sort of pull his hand away from the rail, and he'll start kind of jogging down the slope. I imagine if this is a busy... Where are we? What is this place?
This is the main concourse of the Calypso Colony. It's just kind of like one of the main hub areas of this place. You, just like Chapel, were told to come here as per the contract that you were contacted about in working for Seed.
Sure. All right, so Manny will kind of come jogging down the slope here, sort of dodging people that are going to and from wherever it is that you go here. He's so small by comparison. As smaller Manny will... There we go.
Let go of me really quick. Just let go really quick. My arm really hurts, and then I'll keep going with you. You keep dragging me.
Manny will he'll come jogging up to the people, and also once again, not a tall man himself. Manny's kind of a pit bull of a person. He's probably about like 5'9", but he's very stocky, all muscle, very very center mass heavy.
Allison gonna be the tallest one in the group.
Yeah, I might have to change myself. Maybe we have a wheelchair. Someone is 5'2". Maybe I'm canonically 6 foot. Actually, I'm gonna change it.
Our character's height is just a straight horizontal line. It dips for destiny in the chair.
I like the idea of Allison being like 5'9", 5'10".
So Manny will approach the group and. Let's see. I'm going to try to know the man in blue here. I'm going to roll a contacts real quick. I don't know what it is with the tablet pen never wanting to decollapse. All right. So let's see if I know this man here.
I knew that was going to happen. I felt it in my bones.
So, just for my context, it's just what I call it. It's not a. There's no rolls I make, right, for this?
Yeah, you do not defend against it. You just make a challenge in your head.
Yeah, just making sure. Mm-hmm. I would say with a 0, he looks like a New Earth officer. In fact, he probably is. In fact, you know what? You might have met someone who looked like him at one point.
Yeah. He's gonna kind of walk up to the guy and say, Jackie.
He's going to put his hand out in that very coppish way where they think that their hand is a giant guardrail.
Yeah.
Sir, no, we're dealing with a situation here.
Yeah, let me go, Jackie.
Sorry, you look like a guy I used to know. Do you know Jackie Gorson, 4th Precinct?
4th Precinct. No, there's no 4th Precinct on here, sir. Back up, please, sir.
He's gonna say, "Look, what's the problem here?"
I wasn't even doing anything.
The officer in the beret is just going to turn around, hands still on hips at the waist, look back at the sopping wet Scion guy, and then look back at Manny and go, is it really that hard to tell? You got a crazy guy.
He's gonna look past the officer, and he's gonna say, "Chapel, get out of the fountain."
Chapel will immediately stop struggling and try to stand on his feet.
These guys will kind of ease up a little bit, and they'll move back somewhat from him. This guy will look at Manny and look back at Chapel. Wait, You guys both know each other?
He's gonna look over at him. He's gonna say, "Yeah, we go way back."
Yeah.
He doesn't, and he's lying about it.
Okay. Roll me. Oh yeah, you already did.
That's it. I have none.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna roll. That is an empathy, correct? Just
Yeah.
making sure.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Yeah, he has pretty good empathy, actually. Oh,
Oh, Jesus!
Wow.
he is going to tear at Chapel with that really good lie he had of
Yeah.
and he's going to go. No, you don't.
No, he's my dad.
No, I'm not his dad. We worked together on a sting operation.
A sting?
Yeah, we
For
stung
who?
someone together. He's not my dad.
Chapel.
He's going to gesture to these guys to grab Chapel again
No!
and begin hauling him off.
I resist.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh God, what do I do for two dudes? I guess
Take what you'd expect one of their physique to be, and then add one to it. Is there like assisting each other?
That's
So
pretty
what
good.
was his physique earlier? A 1?
Yep.
Yeah,
Do
in
that
my
then.
head I'd like make it a 2 essentially.
Let's do that then.
Oh.
Oh, nice. All right. So
He
you
he
managed
flexes
to.
his beefy arms and throws both of them into the fountain.
Ah!
All right. I'm gonna.
Let's take one over. These guys, they don't fly into it, but they kind of trip into it. They kind of get, they get their butts wet.
I'm gonna attempt something here. I'm gonna try to rapport and attempt to get on this man's good side, knowing that if this fails, I'm probably gonna make it worse. But
Hey Sean, you want to fuck
Nice.
around with which icons in front, because you can right click them and then
Yeah,
either
how do
send
I-
to front or to back.
Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes, exactly. That'll help you out.
Okay, that's cool.
So with a 4 rapport, I want to say, hey, come on, officer. I know you got more important things to do than deal with a petulant man-child who's trying to go for a swim in the fountain. What do you say you leave my friend to me and I'll get him out of your hair, huh?
He's going to turn to you. He's going to look back at Chapel. And then he's going to look back at you and he's going to say, or actually, no, I got to roll for that. That is
You do
will,
not.
correct? I
Yep, you
don't?
actually don't. For rapport, it's another thing where you just kind of set a challenge.
You examine the
Um,
NPC, you imagine what number represents how challenging, their changing their attitude would be, and, basically just set that.
Gotcha,
be-
gotcha. Okay. He's going to look back. I would say right now it is, it's probably like 2 p.m. This dude's been working like, he got up at 5 a.m. He's not about that life right now too much. He's going to sort of push his stylish sunglasses up a little more. He's just going to say, if you make sure he doesn't cause any more trouble in here, I don't want to hear a peep out of this concourse. Okay? I got 1 hour until I go home. And I really, really don't want to stay later for paperwork.
You ain't gonna hear a thing. Chapel, come on, I'll buy you a pretzel.
What? He's gonna sprint over and release his existing wet pretzel from the holster he put it in,
God.
and jog over.
He's gonna look over at the group and he's gonna say, "Gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your shift."
They and everyone else who's around been watching this scene are just going to gawk at this at whatever just happened. And then this officer is going to gesture for the guys with a shake of his head. Like, let's just get out of here, guys. Come on.
He's still got his hands on his hips as he walks away.
Yep. And that one guy who is a bit wet from being knocked into the fountain is going to walk much slower away. Keep giving you the eye, backing up a little bit.
And he's going to kind of stink eye him and say, "What, you want a pretzel too?"
No.
No, just get one for me.
And he's going to watch them go, and he's going to say, "Do you really not remember me?"
No, I do.
Declan, roll a deceive. If
Yeah,
that's
it's right there.
true. Oh, it is.
Manny, on to the fact that he doesn't, he's going to say, "Yeah, I thought so. We did that sting to..."
Yeah, we stung that guy.
What the guild name sound like?
What are you looking for? What's up?
What would a guild name be?
Like the name of the guild itself or a person?
Sure, like a person, or like what was the person that we conspired to take out?
That would be Rostin, Rostin.
Me and your unit worked together to take down Rostin. Remember?
Yeah.
You kept trying to eat that marble.
Yeah, I remember that one time I tried to eat a marble.
He's gonna shake his head and he's gonna say, "All right, well, I promised you pretzels, so let's head to the food court."
He's gonna just full on sprint like a kid holding his backpack to him towards where he knows the food court to be, because that's where he came from.
Manny will walk. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, there's already a second group of cops that he fucked with earlier, just in the food court, just shaking their head again.
This guy with his hands on his hips punches out, takes his police hat off, and puts his pretzel time uniform apron on.
It's so sad.
The bigger cop shows up.
Oh no!
Oh, he's got goggles. I thought he had like red demon eyes for some reason.
No, what?
The trouble.
All right.
Oh boy!
So unless you guys want to play that, I mean, we could.
I guess not.
I do literally have places for that, but we don't have to.
For some weird reason, I expected us to, but no, we should not. We should just record with everyone else.
Declan and I just wax for 45 minutes, just getting into trouble in the food
I'm
court.
lying to you constantly.
Getting a Quiznos.
All right.
I do want them to show up with a surplus of pretzels, though.
Manny's gonna have one of those pretzel dogs for sure.
Okay. So, I would say, let's see. Just figure out. Yeah, there we go. That's good. So you guys were, let's see.
I guess while you figure that out, maybe we should learn a little bit about each other and have us have introductory dialogue. Yeah.
I was gonna do that. Yeah, I was gonna have you guys all meet up.
Okay. Well, just as we're walking to it, like we transition to the rest of the group.
Okay. Yeah, if you got something.
Man, can you roll a resources to see how many pretzels we were allowed to get?
Let's see. I was just mugged,
So you guys can drag yourself here, just on the bottom area.
Jesus Christ.
Not very many pretzels. That's why Manny's taking this job, apparently.
Hey, Sean, I would like to steal 4 shifts of pretzels.
Yeah,
God.
we get there, Manny kind of pats where his wallet should be, realizing that guy took more than he should have. He just says, shit.
As the person is turned away, the Chapel deftly lifts the glass, like unscrews it with a little tool in his belt, lifts it, and just pulls a bunch of pretzels, and he says,
I did this earlier and I had a bunch, but I was still hungry. I was standing around, and then I got hot as shit when I was through my third pretzel, and so I went to ask someone if they could turn the AC up, and no one would. So I went in the fountain, and I didn't even do anything wrong. And then
No.
some fascists came out and were like, "You can't swim in what obviously everyone wants to swim in, is like a pool."
Yeah, it's like, why would they put it there if you're not supposed to swim in it? I get that. Hey, get me
Oh
a
my
pretzel.
god, right?
He doesn't. He fully intends to, but forgets and gets too attached to having an armful of pretzels as he walks, and he says,
So you know me? Are you like my uncle?
You'll hear once you're a good enough distance away. You'll hear, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
All right, we gotta go. And he'll kind of like start jogging. He'll go, no, I'm not your uncle. I'm a bounty hunter.
Because usually when someone recognizes me and I don't recognize them, they're like, "I'm your auntie. You're so grown up." And I
How
don't.
many
I
aunts
don't
and
know
uncles
them.
you got?
Like 1 billion.
Okay, big family.
No.
Oh, he doesn't elaborate. Manny'll say, well, what are you doing here in Calypso?
I don't know. I got lost.
Where were you going?
I don't remember. Delatore. No, that's your name.
your name is something like that. Yeah.
Delatore.
He's gonna say,
Yeah, Bellatrix used to handle that stuff, and then Bellatrix was gone. She used to hand me all. She told me where Chapel was supposed to go and what to look for, and now no one tells me that anymore. And ever since I got here, I've been so scared.
Hey, Chapel, it's okay.
Everyone starts looking at you guys. Some phones are being raised.
Oh shit! I took my provoke off. I was gonna try to provoke people to put them down.
I mean, you still could. They're just.
you can report people to put him down.
They're regular ass people. You never know.
I'll roll for that if you want to.
All right. Let's see. I'll do a report. Jesus, Manny. He's gonna try to just like wave a hand off friendly for people to comply, but I would understand. Wow.
They do.
Holy shit.
They're like, yes, sir.
He's gonna look back at Chaplin. He's gonna say, "Hey, it's okay. I got your back. All right. Nothing's gonna happen to you."
All right.
Now, Bellatrix, is she gone, or?
He just stays silent.
Oh. Okay. Well, hey, you got a pocket full of pretzels. You got to go swimming, and your boy Manny's got your back. Okay. We're gonna figure
Who
this
is
thing
that?
Me.
Is he gonna
man,
help me too?
No, I'm Manny. Remember from before at the fountain?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, interesting.
What does that even look like? Come on.
He feels like he knows, but there's still some doubt.
Yeah, he's the one rolling against. Well, I guess Declan's the one rolling, so he gets a better version of what he wanted, or a lesser version of what he wanted.
I'd say, yeah, sure.
Same.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, with a match, Manny is not able to make heads or tails on what's going on with this guy's memory. He's gonna say, "Look, come with me. I'm on my way to a meeting, and after that, we'll figure out where you're headed. All right? I promise."
Okay.
All right. Now give me one of those pretzels.
I will.
Just watching him not do it.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's about to, and then he like kind of walks. He sees like a bird, and he goes to check it out, and he's just gonna forget from there.
Wow.
So real quick, I would say, Destiny, you. I mean, you probably just got your own shuttle here. There's probably. I didn't make an incident of that or a thing of it because you're